the midway mark. 30 minutes are up and 30 more minutes to go for your task.
This is the time where you can do your second pantry pick.
You have exactly 2 minutes to do that. And your time starts now.
The second part of my plan was to cook the rice. So in my second pantry pick, I picked up whatever I needed for that.
In my first pantry pick itself, I had gotten whatever I needed for my dish. At that time, I realized I don't really need anything. And then later on, I just thought I should get lemons, which I didn't really end up using.
Very interesting. One's making sweet, one is making savory. Very interesting choice of courses.
Yes, absolutely. And it's, you know, it's like a Mexican standoff.
I know, and they're using the same ingredients. So, I mean, it's going to be great just to see what you can do with the same ingredient and do it so differently.
But I'm looking forward to tasting very much.
Oh, yeah, both of them. I think just the aroma is enticing.
Again, I did not know how glutinous the black rice is. And I didn't even know if it had enough starch in it to make a thick rice pudding or not. But I just decided to cook it with less water.
Chitwan.
Yes, chef.
Hello.
And how's the pudding coming along?
It's coming along. It's a nice chunky pudding. I'm actually going to add some cream later.
I love the aroma of this.
Smells absolutely fantastic.
Add some scarmoza in there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Again, this rice is not as glutinous as a
chef.
risotto rice.
Yes,
so
chef.
don't expect too much of thickening from the rice. Figure out how you want to thicken. Remember, it is okay to use other starches to thicken the pudding.
Yes.
That's why it's called the pudding. And how's the poached chicken coming along?
Looks like it's quite well cooked now, chef. So I'm just going to put it off soon and let it sit in the water. And just before I serve it, I plan to quickly give it some color.
Just make sure, Chitwan, whenever you're checking it, to check it closest to the bone.
Yes.
Yes?
The advantage of poaching is because it's real slow temperature cooking, the chicken has to become really tender. The disadvantage of over poaching is that it toughens up again, right? There's a very fine line between cooking and overcooking. Don't cross that.
I think if you get both the elements right and spot on, then you're going to have a fantastic dish.
Yes, chef.
Thank you
so much.
I looked at the black chicken as any other chicken, how to cook. I think that I miscalculated a little bit over there. There were small technical things like finishing off the black rice pudding with stock instead of cream. You know, in my head, I was thinking I'm making another risotto, which is why I finished it with cream.
I just hope she gets the cooking of the chicken perfect.
I think the challenge here is we're so used to broilers in the kitchen that we just take the tenderness of the chicken for granted. Now, this is not a broiler. This is a free-range chicken.
True.
And it can really toughen up on you.
True, true, true.
You know, and I think for her to be able to understand that transition and the chicken not becoming too rubbery, I think that's where
That fine
her
line.
fine line lies.
Or the real technical skill
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Girls, you've got only 15 minutes to put those thoughts together, to get that plate ready. Hope your execution is on point.
One thing that I did wish for was an oven, which wasn't given to us. And I wanted the oven to make my bajra cookie. However, I just had to improvise. So I just thought that I'm going to put on the things that will take longer to cook on the stove first, and then start with things that will take the least amount of time.
Hi, Megha.
Hello, chef.
How are you doing?
Good.
How's the pudding coming along?
It's coming along good.
So you're cooking the short crust on the pan because you don't have an oven?
Yes. Improvising.
Good job. When you're improvising, just be sure that you need to cut it when it's half cooked or it won't cut.
Oh, this.
This.
Okay.
All right? When you're cooking it on the pan.
Right.
So just cook it and then get it into shape when it's half set.
Okay.
Right? So you might want to cut it,
Yeah.
cook it, but then it's going to fall off shape because it's not an oven.
Oven, yeah.
Then just get it back into shape when it's half set.
Okay.
And right now it's hot and body temperature plus outside temperature is not really helping it.
Yeah, because-
You need to be fast.
Sure.
Yeah? Go. Yeah, let's not waste your time. I can see the fat melting.
The fat
is
Go for it, okay?
Thank you, chefs.
Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.
It was also very hot, so the butter I had put in my cookie dough melted a lot. So every time I tried to make it, it kept breaking. Second time, I didn't get it right. So I'm like, what do I do now? I did panic a bit when I felt that it was just not coming together. But then I said, panic isn't going to help me in any way. It's just going to make my situation worse. So I had to calm myself down and just keep trying. So I kept trying, and slowly I toppled the cookie onto the other side. So that kind of helped because it didn't break. So that was a relief when I finally got one cookie right without breaking.
Ladies, last 5 minutes. Let's see those plates out. Let's see you neatly and nicely plate up your food.
I try to use Chef Ranveer's advice for Frenching as well and try to clean up that bone and make it as presentable as best as I could. And then I just shoved it into the rice, make it look different and pretty.
And then I just had to elevate my dish. So I added whatever elements I felt that would go well with that dish, I added. And I used about 6 of the black ingredients to make my dish that day.
I had planned a salad along with some sweet potato crisps. My crisps, they came out very well. However, my salad, I think, has been simplistic throughout the competition because I've always thought of the salad as an extra element that just adds zing.
I think I'm pretty much on point right now. I plan to just finish up everything in the next 1 or 2 minutes and then just plate.
I had to make a beautiful dish, at least in terms of visions. I put my chicken into the rice pudding so it looks cool.
For this task, I kept my plating pretty simple because I had a lot of elements to my dessert.
Ladies, we don't know what came first, the black chicken or the black egg. But what we know for sure is the black ingredient challenge has only 10 seconds left. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off plate. Beautiful. Black is indeed beautiful today. Good job. We'll see you at the tasting.
I am happy with the flavors and everything of my poached chicken, but because the muscle tone of the black chicken is a little different from regular chicken, I'm just a little worried about it having overcooked a little bit.
I ended up using 6 of those black ingredients for what I made, which is a dessert. So yeah, it went off well. I just hope the judges like it and approve.
Megha, Chitwan, the all-important black ingredient task is over. Let's start with tasting. Please bring your dishes together. Chitwan, what have we on the plate?
So, Chef, I made a savory black rice pudding with some scarmoza, rosemary and parsley. I poached the black chicken leg. I have sweet potato crisps on top with some parsley and a tangy lemon vinaigrette salad like the sun.
All right.
Chitwan, your rice pudding is delicious tasting. But I feel that your vision could have been more elevated. I find that your rice is giving a little bit of heaviness, perhaps from the cream that you've used. Maybe had you finished it off with the stock instead of the cream, we wouldn't have felt that. And the salad could have been brighter and crunchier.
Chitwan, attempting to cook the black chicken is not an easy decision. It's something that you've never done before. And I think you took that on and you gave it your best shot. This is not a broiler chicken. This is wild. So you have to make sure you treat it right. So you did till one stage, because when I'm eating it, I'm getting that chewiness which is coming from the skin. I actually enjoyed your rice. The flavors of the rice are nice and bold. I like the crunchiness. I like the al dente bits of the rice. But I just feel with the salad, you have to elevate. You just have to bring in a little more depth. And you can't be repeating yourselves in terms of the similar kind of salads that you've been doing. All in all, I think you've attempted something new. Thank you.
Chitwan, about the presentation, I just like the whole chicken falling into the bowl element, you know. So this part of the dish is very zen, but unfortunately, when it goes down, suddenly there's a white plate and there's some salad scattered on top. That's not zen anymore. So great thought when you start off with plating on a bowl. You just have to carry it forward in the whole presentation. Very courageous dish. I like the fact that you attempted a savory pudding. Brilliant idea. Poaching is something that really, really, really requires patience. I wish you would have poached with a little more patience so the chicken could have been a lot more tender.
We make mistakes and we learn from them. Definitely now, I've already identified areas of work for myself. Salad and butchery is definitely the first on my list. I'm going to practice these a lot. I don't make the same mistakes again.
Megha, what do we have?
I've made a bajra base, sweetened, similar to a cookie, but not that crunchy in between. And I've made sweet black rice pudding with dates and cinnamon. And I've got a little bit of a crumb on top of it. It was nerve-wracking, of course, because I made a sweet dish and Chitwan's made a mainstream chicken dish. So, yeah, it was two extremes, and I just hope the judges like it and approve.
Megha, before I talk about your dish, I have a question for you. You told me that you were doing a date sauce. Where have you put that?
It's with the rice.
It's inside
yeah,
it. You have incorporated it
Yes.
in the rice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I must say, for a girl from Gujarat to have brought out the bajra, the sesame, oh my God, it's kind of serious happiness on my palate. However, I would have loved that date sauce on the side to dig in.
Megha, technically, the idea of the bajra short crust or the bajra roti, I think you've attempted something really brave. So on that, I would give you great marks. But for the plating, I do feel that it could have been done a little bit more lighter with finesse. You know, even the use of the fruits that you've done could have been done a little bit more like restaurant style. It would have really taken an earthy dish to the next level.
Megha, love the combinations. Love what you've done. It is the most humblest of ingredients glorified. The salad on the side could have had more character rather than just a few pomegranates and a few grapes there. You know, could have been a seared pineapple salad. But overall, I'm a fan.
Thank you. They gave me very nice comments. There were certain things they would have liked me to work on, which was perfectly fine. But it was really relieving that the judges enjoyed my dish.
Megha, Chitwan, great effort. Black aprons, black ingredients, and the black box spoiling it. But we will meet you in the drop zone very soon with the results. Take care.
Chefs.
See you.
It's very, very, very important for me right now to get into the top 5 and into week 6. This is my food dream, and you know, it would suck to have to leave right now.
It's a crucial time because if I've come so far, making a comeback first and then coming so far right till the 5th week of this competition, I would like to be there for the finale, but may the best one win.
Time to call our 2 kitchen gladiators into the drop zone.
Megha, have you ever made a short crust using a tawa before?
No, I've never.
So you didn't have an oven, it was extremely hot, and you still managed a short crust using bajra. It was a great deal.
Chitwan, that poaching liquid that was left in the pan, it could have been my breakfast, lunch,
dinner, midnight snack. It could have been my 24-hour meal. That stock was beautiful.
When I tasted that rice that you had made, I went straight to food heaven. And it was a really enjoyable dish. Thank you so much.
It sounded like they both had a fair chance, an equal chance.
Your dishes have been tasted, and it's now time to reveal the truth.
It's time for me to go and be back real quick.
And I got very scared as to why as he left. He said, I'll be back in a minute. We weren't really sure what's going to happen. But then we saw him walking with a plate, a white dish, with a cloche on it.
At that time, my heart was like pounding because I didn't know what to expect. Although I was very positive, you never know what could happen.
What I have for you is a masterpiece, which is not mine, it is yours. A dish that's going to be a food memory for all of us forever. A dish that I was so proud and so happy to make. This is my tribute to your pumpkin risotto.
What he did for me was something that touched me. There is no greater honor for a budding chef than for a senior chef to pay a tribute to a creation of mine.
And I want you to taste it.
I have no words. All I could do was taste it and enjoy it. I really enjoyed that risotto. I loved it.
That's wonderful, chef.
You're wonderful.
At that moment, it sort of started to hit me that, something's wrong. And I was actually in a very negative space because I am very close to Chitwan. And I didn't want to lose a friend in her.
Chitwan, the pumpkin risotto stays on. Unfortunately, you don't.
Yes, chef. When the results were announced and when I was eliminated, I was not shocked. I think I knew somewhere and I had prepared myself for it somewhat. Because I saw that, even though Megha's dish was not as complicated as mine, it was complete. And mine was overcooked chicken. So I kind of knew.
It was sad to see Chitwan go after coming so far. But again, this is a competition, so somebody had to go.
We are not done with you yet. I also want to extend an open invitation to come work in any of my restaurant kitchens as and when you feel like.
I would be coming 1 or 2 or 3, whatever you want. I cut onions all day, I swear. I would love to do that. Him offering me a job sort of reinforced my confidence in myself.
What do they say in Punjabi? Jigra nahi chhadna.
Nahi, bilkul nahi chhadna. That was, for me, my high point in this journey of Femme Foodies.
I was actually moved to tears because apart from the fact that she is a very good friend, she was the first person I had interacted with actually when we all came together.
She's this bubbly person full of life.
I was just holding my tears back and it was unreal at that moment because she's almost like a mentor. She teaches me so much. She's almost like an elder sister to me here. I honestly I'm just getting goosebumps talking about it even now.
Thank you, Chitwan. Femme Foodies will miss you.
Even though I would have loved to stay in 2 week 6 and win that truck, I think that I have definitely achieved what I came to Femme Foodies to achieve. Because this competition was like a mirror to me, and there's no bigger help that a human being can get in their lives. And I'm glad for that opportunity here at Fem Foodies.
Megha, when I think of you, I think of two words, guts and glory.
I think of three.
I heard
Guts, glory, and Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Who would have thought the Megha that got burnt right at the first task would come back and come back like how? Food karma is very strong. Always believe in food.
Akanksha, Ipsita, Megha, Juhi, Tanisha. You are the top 5. And you have something really exciting coming your way soon. Keep your fingers crossed.
Well, the kitchen fire does not lie, and neither do we. And we are telling you that now Fem Foodies is on a roll. And every task is going to get you to the edge of your seat. Yes, for now, good night. And tomorrow, when you wake up, do visit a food truck, enjoy a meal, and let us know how that went. Good night. Take care.